So what is it? I know you're waiting for the answer. And hi my loves, how are you doing today? Welcome back to my channel for another video, and if you're new around here, welcome. My name is Sam, your relationship and sex expert. By the end of this video, you'll know what the best revenge on your ex is and how to do it. But before I dive in, hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications on new videos. Let's dive in. Breakups are not easy, and before I get into all of the tips and what this secret best revenge is, I just want to remind you that your feelings are valid, and whatever emotions are coming up for you, they're coming up for a reason, and I encourage you to move through those and let them go so you can move on. But let's get started. There are many different forms of getting revenge on your ex and what that looks like. For example, slashing their tires, breaking their car window, destroying some sort of property of theirs, or trying to bash their reputation and say shit behind their back or about them to other people. But really, I'm here to tell you what the best revenge on your ex is and how you're gonna feel your absolute best afterwards. So what is it? I know you're waiting for the answer, and it's moving on. And I'm sure you're probably like, Sam, what are you talking about? Moving on? But that truly is the answer, and that is the best revenge to get on your ex, is to move on and to be even happier without them. And just think about that for a second. By moving on, letting go of all these negative emotions that are tied to the relationship or the breakup or even just that person, you're able to move on and be happier without them. And honestly, that is one thing that bothers people the most about their exes. If they see them out there living their life, living their best life, and being so much happier than when they were in a relationship with them, that really makes them feel jealous or sometimes even angry or resentful that you're living your best life without them and even happier. While you're moving on from this relationship, moving through all these emotions and being happier, this gives you a really great opportunity to see what kind of lessons you can learn from this relationship so that you can avoid making the same mistakes over and over again and in potentially new relationships. So for example, if someone wasn't respecting your boundaries and they were talking really mean to you, you can notice that, realize that, hey, I really don't want to be treated like this in the future. This is a lesson that I've learned from my past relationship. And so in new relationships, if someone tries to ultimately just say something really mean to you, insult you in any form, you can make a stop to that right away and be like, no, I'm not accepting that. If this is the way that you want to treat me, that's not acceptable and you're not the person for me. This also allows for you to get your mental health in check. And this isn't to make you feel bad. This is just to encourage you to really reflect on your own mental health. How are you doing right now? Are you dealing with depression or anxiety or just feeling different negative emotions that may not be linked to a mental health problem like depression or anxiety? And if you do have one of these, there is nothing wrong with you. If you have been diagnosed with depression or anxiety, I have both of them, and there's nothing to be ashamed of if you get into a really bad slump of depression or anxiety. But to move through that and to get ultimately over those emotions so that you could be happy again is an incredible triumph and achievement. I also want to remind you that there was a time before them that you did just fine and you were happy. So remind yourself that even before this relationship that you have been a part of, whether you have just recently got out of a relationship or if it's been several months or a year or two or whatever the time frame is for you, remind yourself that there was a time before this person and before you got into a relationship with them that you were living a life without them being happy. So remind yourself of that. By moving on and being happier without this ex, this person that you were in a relationship with, this is way better than trying to slash someone's tires or break their car window or just trying to damage their reputation by talking shit about them to other people. And why is this? Because even if you are small like me and you're like 5'3" and it's like, Sam, I literally can't be the bigger person, I'm so tiny. you can still be the bigger person and not stoop to their level where you're going to treat other people bad or say bad things about them when that's really not going to progress you in any way. It's not going to help you move forward in any way. But if you focus on yourself, your progression, your growth, and your own development and your journey, then you're going to be so much better off. Is this process making sense? If it is, type glow in the comment section below. A bonus way to really stick it to your ex is to show them and show the world how you can treat yourself. And what I mean by this is, even though you're technically quote unquote single, reframe that and say that you are self-partnered, because that's exactly what it is. You're self-partnered in the fact that you're taking care of yourself. You love yourself and you can date yourself. So why not go buy yourself a new outfit, take yourself out for a nice meal, or take yourself out for a movie, whatever that looks like. And you can show yourself the love and care that your ex never was able to give you. And when you do this, it opens so many more doors for amazing partners to come into your life if that's what you choose for your future. If you're needing more support during this time, come join my free Facebook community. It's a women empowerment community for women that want to reclaim their sexuality and self-worth. It's called There She Glows. And you can also check out my 2 ebooks, Become a Body Confidence Queen and Her Little Black Book of Boundaries. But if you're really needing more support right now and you're like, Sam, I need to work with you, check out all the links in the description. I have the link for my Facebook group, my ebooks, and you can also book a free 30-minute call with me to see if we're a good fit to work together, what that looks like, and what I can do for you in your journey. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and hit the bell for notifications on new videos. If you have a burning question or topic that you'd love for me to cover in my next video, leave it in the comments below. That's it for today's video. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next time.